Okay, so welcome back once again, guys, and let's talk about how we'll be able to configure a GPT-120 billion parameter model in H100 in a step-by-step manner. And I'm going to give you a documentation for each and every step so that you will not have to hustle at all. Just follow along and you all will be able to configure it, because recently, OpenAI has made a big announcement for the entire world that they are trying to make this 20 billion parameter model and 120 billion parameter model open for the entire world. So now OpenAI is literally become open basically with their one of the most powerful model. Now, we can try to run this 20 billion parameter model in my local system, and this is something which I have done. So if you'll go and check my previous video just before this, you will be able to find out that I'm able to do a inferencing. I'm able to chat with a 20 billion parameter model in my local system. But for this 120 billion parameter model, it's not possible, right? It's not possible. So I need a GPU. I need at least one H100 so that I will be able to do a inferencing. And even same is been mentioned by OpenAI. So if you will go to OpenAI, they're saying that one of the most powerful open weight model which fits into a single H100 GPU. So we'll try to even test it that, okay, so how the inferencing is going to be with the single user, and again with the multiple user, you can try to test. And this is the model I'm going to deploy on H100, and I'm going to configure it with WebUI so that I will be able to do a inferencing. I will be able to chat with this one. Now, so like I said, the complete documentation I have created for all of you. So you are not supposed to hustle, just copy paste one by one, and you will be able to do a configuration. And whatever downloads are required, whatever system software setups are required, I'm going to teach you each and everything in this entire session. So here, first of all, the question is that from where I will be able to get a GPU, right? That's a very first question that we must be having in our mind. See guys, there are multiple vendors, not just one, who is providing you a H100 kind of a GPU. So AWS, Azure, GCP, Paperspace, Lambda Lab, Vast AI, RunPod, and many more. In this lecture, as I have to use any of these vendors, so I have selected hyperstack.cloud. Again, so it's not a paid promotion at all. They are not paying me anything for this one. But yeah, so I'm going to use a Hyperstack cloud, and inside this Hyperstack cloud, I will be showing you how you can try to configure H100, and then how you will be able to run or do a inferencing of 120 billion parameter model. Again, so it's not that costly inside a hyperstack.cloud, and you can try this out on any other platform. That's completely okay with me, because at the end of the day, everyone is going to give you a machine and you will be able to access it. And after that, it's just up to you what you are doing with that machine. It's going to be exact same with all the machines, right? Okay, so here is a Hyperstack cloud. I'm going to attach this particular link inside a documentation. You can log in, you can add some credit balance, maybe $4 to $5. That is the only amount required for this experimentation. So you can add some credit inside a Hyperstack cloud. And after that, once you will come inside this virtual machine part, right? Once you will come inside this virtual machine part, so you can try to click on deploy a new virtual machine. So maybe here I'm going to click, and here, so you will be able to see H100, 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 H200. Even they have A100, so the bigger one, right? So we have multiple GPUs over here. Now let's go ahead and check the configuration. So this H100, which is costing me the least, I would say. So basically, and again, I can try to check this one. I can try to check this one. I can try to check this one. So they're providing you 8 into this one. So just for that, they're charging you $12.80 per hour, which is genuine, I would say, right? Which is not that like a big amount that they are charging. But I'll be going ahead with this H100 1X only. And here I will be able to get 28 CPUs and 180 GB of a RAM, 100 GB of a disk space, 750 GB of a empirical disk space on top of this. And H100 as a GPU I will be able to get. So I'm going to select this one, only this option. So just select this option and then come down. And here, so you can select a default environment, which it is giving me as a Canada for this particular GPU. It's available in that particular region. Then come to the next one, select a OS image. You can select Ubuntu or maybe any other one as per your choice. So I'm just leaving it as a default, and then here you have to configure your SSH key so that you will be able to access this entire GPU or this entire system from anywhere. Now to do that, I can go ahead and I can try to generate a new SSH key, or I can do one more thing. So I am using a PuttyGen, so which is going to help me out in terms of generating a SSH key pair for me, public and private both. So I'm going to use this PuttyGen, and the link is already given inside a documentation, so that you will be able to download it. It's a very small software, very small software. So you will come over here and then you can try to click on generate. Just click on generate. Yeah. Now hover your mouse, keep on hovering, keep on hovering, keep on hovering. So unless and until it is not going to complete the green bar, right? Okay, completed. Now here you will be able to see your public key has been generated. So you can try to click on select all and then Control C. Yes, Control C. Now this is basically a key pair it has created, so that I will be able to access, I can try to configure, and I will be able to access my VM. I will be able to access my GPUs. I can try to save it as a private key. So yes, and here, so Euron SSH key. So, and as a PPK file, it will be, let's try to save it inside a D drive download. Maybe I can save it inside my document folder so that I can remember it. Okay, so saved this private key, and then I have to basically use this key, yeah, this particular key to configure, or like so just click on this create new SSH key, and your environment was Canada, right? Canada, in which you are trying to provision your GPU. So select that environment and give a key name. So I'm giving Euron over here, EURON, Euron. Yes. Okay. Now paste it. Yes, paste it. Paste this public key that you have created and click on this import. Very simple. So automatically it will be able to attach Euron, and I have attached this particular key, and with the help of this key I will be able to access it. How? I'll show you. So don't worry about it. Yes. Okay. Now SSH access allowed. Yes. Public IP address allowed. Now so configure additional setting. So here callback not required. Install a Jupyter notebook. So if you want to install a Jupyter notebook by default, you can install it even in a later stage. That's completely fine. But yeah, so if you want maybe to like install a Jupyter notebook, you can like give a command over here, and then you can give a password over here, so that it will be able to install it while spinning a machine. Otherwise, you can install it because it will be your private machine, by the way. Yeah, no one will be able to access it. So whatever you would like to install, you can install it. And anyhow, we don't need a Jupyter notebook, at least for now. Maybe if I'm going to do a model fine tuning, maybe I'm like trying to expose something as an API, or programmatically, if I have to do something, I can use this Jupyter notebook. But as of now, it's not required. Yeah, but I have already selected. That's fine. Okay, so now traffic rule, traffic incoming, traffic ongoing. So add inbound rule, and I'm going to give a port range between 3000 to 9000. That okay, fine. All this inbound, allow it, and click on add. Add outbound rule. So again, 3000, 9000, yeah, allow it, add it, fine. So this is done. Once this is done, just you have to click on deploy. This deploy button will be activated, and it is going to cost me $1.53 per hour. Yeah, it is going to cost me $1.53 per hour. So just click on deploy, and it will start provisioning your entire GPU. As you can see, it is in a creating phase, and this circle is moving. So it will take some time, and you will be able to get an access of your GPU. Now this is the configuration of my GPU, guys, if I have to show you. So let me move myself, and one GPU H100, 28 CPUs, 180 GB of a RAM, 100 GB of a root disk space, and empirical space, ephemeral space, whatever. Yeah, so it is giving me 750 GB, which is like more than enough for me. And SSH key, so I have attached this Euron SSH key, which I have just given as a name, so that I will be able to access it. And image wise, so Ubuntu server LTS R535 CUDA 12.2 with the Docker. So this is the configuration that I have, and now from a creating phase, it has moved to a build phase. Now, So we'll have to wait for some time. Maybe it will take like a 7 to 10 minutes of time as per my previous experience with them. Some platform takes even more time. Some platform like a paper space, so they will not allow you to provision your H100 kind of a GPU directly. You will have to request, and then they are going to allow you. So in that manner, I would say HyperStack is the best. Yeah, they are giving you a direct access. Just come over here, provision it. Otherwise, there are other platforms as well, so you can try this out. But yeah, all these platforms are going to be approximately same. Now, so by the time, right, it is trying to build, so maybe what we can do is that we can try to install one software called as Putty inside your system. If you are using a Windows machine, if you are using a Mac machine, if you are using a Linux machine, then directly you will be able to do a SSH. But I'm using a Windows machine, so maybe I can use a Putty over here so that I will be able to do a SSH. Yeah. So again, anyhow, even inside the PowerShell, so I have like a Ubuntu access, so I can do a SSH even from there. Means SSH means I can log in into my system. But let me install a Putty. Putty is pretty much convenient for me. So here I have already installed a Putty app. Yeah, I have already installed a Putty app, and this is the interface of the Putty app. It's a very small, software, and for this I have already attached a link, so you can download it just with one single click. So PuttyGen for generating a key, which I have already used. Now Putty for accessing the system. Okay. So now my system is active, guys. Yes, my system is active. And how I will be able to log in? So it has given me a public IP address for a VM. I need this IP address. Port number will be by default 22. So public IP address I need. Now I can copy this one. I will try to open up my Putty. Yeah, Putty. So just copy and paste this IP address. By default port number is same. No need to change at all. And then come to this SSH tab. I don't know whether it will be visible or not, but yeah, so it's very small and I'm not able to make it large. So here, just click on SSH, expand it, and inside this SSH, you will be able to see a auth, right? Inside that, you will be able to see a credentials. So just click over here. And if you remember, we have already saved our private key. Yeah, we have already saved our private key and we have attached this key to my VM. Yeah, so VM. Now, if I have to access it from anywhere means I'm trying to access it from my local system. So just come to SSH, inside that auth, inside that credential, and then browse your private key that you have already saved. So I have saved it inside my document directory, by the way. And Euron SSH key, select it and then open it. So by default, it will be able to load it from that environment. Now come back to a session, so where you are trying to log in, and let me save this entire configuration. So as a Euron, so save this one so that just with one click, I will be able to log in. Now, so once all these things are done, means you just need an IP address and you just need a private key attachment. That's it. Apart from that, nothing is required. So click on open. So once you are going to click on open, so it is going to pop up a window and you have to just accept it. So accept it. Yeah. So once you are going to accept, it is taking some time. So just wait for a couple of seconds, guys. Ideally, it will not take some time after first login. Okay, so now it popped up login as. So here you just have to type Ubuntu. Yeah, just type Ubuntu and you will be able to log in. It will be able to take authentication automatically from the SSH key that you have given, a private key. Now this window looks very small and I know it's not readable. So let me change the font over here. So they have a provision to change a font. So change setting. And then inside that appearance, inside that change, and then here. So let me make a font size. I think 20 will be okay. 22. Let's keep it 22 and okay. And then apply. Okay. So now this is like a sizable screen and I'm able to access my screen. I'm able to access my GPU, guys. So I'm able to access this Keen Rutherford, and Keen Rutherford is what? So Keen Rutherford is basically my system that I have configured. Yeah. So now I'm able to access a GPU. Now, So I have to check that what kind of a GPU I have inside my system. So let me show you that part as well. So here, if you are going to type NVIDIA, NVIDIA, NVIDIA-SMI, so it is going to give you the GPU configuration. So yeah, NVIDIA SMI, there's this CUDA version 12.2. This is what we have configured. NVIDIA H100 PCI. So this is the GPU that is available to me, right? GPU, and as of now, like it's not been used, right? It's not been used. So now I have a GPU access and I'm able to confirm that yes, I do have a GPU access. Now one by one, as we are able to provision our entire GPU. So I will start, right? I will start basically doing a configuration. So let me clear the screen, CLEAR, clear the screen. And one by one, let's start running the command. And all of these commands I have given you inside this documentation. So now we are able to log in. So we are here, right? Now you have to update and you have to just install all these dependencies. So copy and paste. So sudo apt update, just update my system. So okay, there is a typing mistake, CLEAR, clear. Okay, so it is updating. It may take some time, not much, I would say. So 74%, 75% done. I'm showing you each and every setup, guys, so that even you will be able to realize that how much time does it take, and if there will be some error, so obviously I'm going to solve it. I'm not going to cut those parts, don't worry. So in a video, so that even you will be able to see those error if I'm going to get any. Okay, so seems like update is almost on 100%. And obviously, if you are going to do it, it will be fun. And if you are getting stuck anywhere in between, feel free to comment inside comment box. But yeah, so once things will be up and running, believe me, you will enjoy. You will enjoy a lot. You will feel like an achievement for you. Okay, so now it's at 82%. Just wait for some more minutes. So it's done. It took around like a 2 to 3 minute of time for me. Now it's time to run another update command. And yeah, it's done. So clear the screen, yeah. So this was just an update, and anyhow, so NVIDIA driver was installed, and that's the reason. So when you are going to type NVIDIA-SMI, you fail to initialize the NVIDIA driver version mismatch. Version is okay. Let me check what is the issue. Okay, so for this issue, I can try to call a sudo reboot. So let me reboot, because after update, so it's normal things. It happens. So remote site unexpectedly close. Okay, fine. Okay. So sudo reboot, and it will reboot my machine. Let me close this one, and let me open up my putty once again. So after update, obviously you can expect this one. So Euron, same configuration, and let's see, it will reboot. It will take some time, maybe a couple of minutes of time it is going to take to reboot your entire machine. And then only I will be able to access it. Okay, so now my machine is back. So I have just rebooted my machine. Just type Ubuntu once again and it will be able to log in. Same provision, right? And let me change the appearance of this one. So change setting, appearance, change, and 22. So okay, apply, fine. So fine, I have just done a sudo reboot in my last run. So let me do a clear, and my screen is clear. So now my system is ready, and if I'm going to type NVIDIA-SMI, so it is showing me a GPU. So it is showing me basically my H100, which is a good news. And I have just like refreshed my entire system for that. Now, what is next? So the next step is that you have to install a Docker. And with the help of Docker, so you will be able to configure each and everything. For example, so if you have to like run a WebUI, so with the help of Docker, you will be able to do it. So just clear my screen. And then here, so one by one, I have already mentioned a command so that you don't have to go through anything. So already command is mentioned inside the documentation. So one by one, just try to execute. I have already experimented this command. So I'm just going to like install a Docker. And new group Docker. Fine. Now, so here, let me run a couple of more commands. So distribution is done. And then all of these commands, sudo apt update, install a container toolkit. There was an error. Runtime Docker, restart Docker. Okay. Now, so I just ran a couple of commands over here, and then we can try to test it. So basically, we can try to test a runtime into a Docker. So whether my Docker is able to access NVIDIA like a H100 or not. So this is the command: Docker run rm groups all NVIDIA CUDA, this one, and base Ubuntu NVIDIA SMI. So yeah, my Docker is able to access my GPU. And that is a main problem many of us faces. So whenever you are going to configure a Docker, and if you have not configured a Docker with this GPU, it is going to use just your CPU. 38 CPU we have, and in that case, again, you will not be able to do a inferencing. So this command just makes sure that yes, my Docker is able to access my H100. Yeah. Now, so this is one thing that's done. Now, so here, let me clear my screen, and all these commands I have already mentioned. So we have to basically use a empirical or ephemeral space that we have, which is having a size of 750 GB. Let me show you once again. So here, it is giving me 100 GB of a disk space, and it is giving me a 750 GB of a ephemeral space. Yeah. So it is again a temporary storage which is been given to me. Now 100 GB is not going to be enough. So what I have to do, so I have to mount this 750 GB of a space. So to do that, right? To do that, let me run a command. So sudo mkdir and just create this directory, and then I'm giving an access. Yeah. Okay. So this is done. Now, once this is done, so this was just a basic setup for us guys. Now let's go ahead and try to, right? Let's go ahead and try to download basically WebUI so that I will be able to get a WebUI interface. This is just a chat interface I'm trying to download, not a model so far, but yeah, just a chat interface I'm going to download. Okay, so this part is done. Now, so if you are going to do a ls, you will be able to see WebUI directory, or maybe you can do a lsl. So you will be able to see this as a directory, WebUI. So what you have to do, just get into this WebUI directory. So cd open WebUI. So now if I'm going to do like a ls over here, so I'm inside a WebUI directory, and inside that I have a Docker Compose YAML file. Now I have to make a changes inside my Docker Compose YAML file. So let's go ahead and let's try to change this Docker Compose YAML file, which is available inside a WebUI, so that I will be able to, configure each and everything, and I will be able to download a model with the help of Ollama, and I will be able to run it. So here, just do one thing. Once you are able to see this Docker Compose YAML, let me clear my screen, and here just open up into a nano editor. So Docker Compose, Docker -compose compose dot YAML. Yeah. So just try to open up this Docker Compose YAML, guys, and inside this NaNo. So not Nono, it's a Nano. Nano. Now this is basically a content inside this YAML file which is available by default, and we have to make a changes. So we have to make a changes, and again we have to make sure that it should be using my GPU, and again, so there are a couple of update which I have to like give over here. Apart from that, so I have to use a mounted directory. Yeah, so I have to use basically a mounted directory. So here what I will do, I'll just try to come in a bottom, and I'll start deleting each and everything. So whatever is available inside this file, just delete each and everything, because I have given you a fresh Docker content which is required for this one. Yeah, delete everything. Fine. So everything is deleted. Now there is nothing inside this one. And if you will come to my documentation, so I have already given you this entire command, and this entire command is aligned with the volume, so ephemeral volume that you have mounted. Otherwise it will end up using just 100 GB of space, which is not sufficient enough. So just copy this one, just copy this entire thing till this open WebUI. Yeah, Control C, and then paste it. So same thing is been pasted over here. Yeah, so just paste it. So the now entire things is available, and here, so I have made a couple of changes. As you can see, the mount that I have done for ephemeral, which was the additional space or storage for me. So this has been done over here. Runtime is equal to NVIDIA. So again, this was a changes which has been made, which is required changes. Now you can press Control O. So and hit enter, so it will save, and then you can try to say Control X, so it will exit. If you will go again, so you will be able to see the exact same content that you have given. So again, Control O if you have to save, or else Control X to exit. So now this is one of the major changes that you had to do with respect to a Docker. Once you are able to do it, right? Once you are able to do it, now just launch it. So Docker Compose up. So now just launch Docker. So I'm launching a Docker, guys, over here, composing it, and it will take some time. And after that, what I will do, I'll try to download my 120 billion parameter model, a GPT model. Okay, so container Ollama started and container OpenWebUI started. So these two containers has been started. Now what is the next step for me? The next step for me is to download a model. So from where I'm going to download the model. So here, let me show you that part as well. So if you will go to Ollama AI, by the way, yeah. So if you'll go to Ollama AI, and if you'll click on this model, and if you'll click on this GPT OSS, and here is a 120 billion parameter model, right? 120 billion parameter model. Now this is the command, Ollama run GPT-OSS 120 billion parameter model. So you have to run this command with the Docker. So here, this is the command. So Docker execute -it Ollama pull, same command. Yeah. So it will start pulling your model, and hope you all are able to see it, right? So just see. So it has started downloading my model. It's a big model that I'm talking about. So it's a 65 GB in size, by the way. And yeah, so download is very fast because server to server download it is trying to call. So it's not happening in my local system. It's not taking my local internet bandwidth. So let's wait for some time so that it will be able to download this entire model. It's a big one. And then I'm going to show you that where your model is, by the way. Okay, so now at 95%, 97%, 98, and in some time it is going to complete. Download speed is too good, server to server. Okay, so now it's done. Yeah, now it's completely done. Now, once it's done, let me show you so where you will be able to find out this particular model that we have downloaded. So let me clear my screen, CLEAR. Okay, fine. So now let me show you. Okay, so basically I have downloaded my entire, let me align myself once again. Yeah. So I have basically downloaded all of these files inside ephemeral Ollama. So let me do a cd ephemeral / Ollama. Now if I'm going to do ls, so you will be able to find out a model. So cd models, if you are going to do, again you are going to do a ls. So you will be able to find out a blobs, which is the actual file. You will be able to find out the manifest file as well. So manifest, if I'm going to check, so here registry ollama.ai lsl, if I'm going to do, so yes, registry, let's not do it. Maybe I can go inside a blob. So basically this is the place where it is like trying to store your model. So this is the SSH for this model. So yeah, so this is basically like your model residing inside. So if I'll talk about in terms of a blobs. Now if I have to go back to my open WebUI, so I can simply clear the screen. First of all, clear the screen, and then let's get into a open WebUI. So now again I'm back inside my previous directory. So my model download is done. Yeah, my model download is done. So basically we are able to achieve till this part, and here I have already mentioned that if you would like to check, you can go inside this directory, you can try to check. Now if I have to access, right, so and again, so if you have to like look for the confirmation, so you can look for the confirmation whether your like open WebUI is using this NVIDIA or not. Now here, so once this is done and my Docker container is up and running, right? My Docker container is up and running. Now next step is to install a ngrok, because everything is running inside my Docker container as of now. Yeah, everything is running inside my Docker container. So what I have to do, so I have to expose it. I have to expose it towards a outer world. So ngrok, or maybe I can try to maybe like use my public IP address, and then I will be able to use that part. So here I can try to copy this IP address, and let me replace this your VM IP address with this 3000 port number. So let me do it. So let me go back to my VM, and this is my public IP address, and things are already running on this public IP address. So here what I can do, so I can try to just paste this public IP address port number. If I'm going to hit, let's see, so whether I'm able to like get something or not. So yeah, it looks like that it is trying to load open web UI for me, and bingo, things are running, right? Things are running and I'm able to access it from my system. Click on get started, enter your full name. So I can try to maybe like give a name over here for the very first time. And then create an admin account. Now, so I'm into my open web UI and I'm able to see GPT OSS 120 billion parameter model. If I don't want to use this IP address, so maybe what I can do, I can try to do a setup for a ngrok, and with the help of ngrok, so I can try to maybe get some sort of a named URL. I'll show you that part as well. But yeah, so happily I'm able to get an access of 120 billion parameter model. I can say hi for the very first time, and let's see how much time it is taking for me to do a inferencing. So for the very first time, it is taking quite a long. It is thinking how, hello, how I can assist you today. I can just ask that give me 20 Python for loop program with explanation. So it should generate a very long output, and yeah, so it looks amazing, guys. So bingo, we are finally able to do a setup, we are able to do a beautiful inferencing, right? We are able to do each and everything, as simple as that. And it's running inside my GPU, by the way, right? It's running inside my GPU. Now if I'm going to show you the states of my GPU, let me open up this hyper stack. And here, so performance metrics, so you can try to click over here, and CPU consumption is 61.95%, memory and then disk IO space is going up, network IO is going up, as you can see. So yeah, and again, if I'll click on this event log, so it will be able to show you like all the kind of event that you have done so far, so forth. So here, yes, I'm able to access, and it is able to give me like a beautiful response, and everything is running inside my GPU, right? Inside my GPU. So I can go ahead and I can try to even cross confirm NVIDIA SMI, and yeah, so let me like run one prompt once again, right? Once again, and I'll try to show you something. So as of now, it's at 0%. Let me show you, say to you live, it's a static one. Now it's at 89%, right? It's at 89%. So because it is trying to do an inferencing for me. So consumption is getting up. It's like getting high and high and high. So you will be able to see even a real-time stats. I'll just try to show you that part as well. So what I will do over here, let me clear my screen, and if you would like to see a real-time consumption of your GPU, so just try to type WATCH watch, and then -n, then 1 NVI DIA, -SMI, and hit enter. WATCH. Okay, so now this is going to give you, by the way, a real-time consumption. So as of now, it's at 0%. Now let me do one thing. So let me hit it once again. So the previous inferencing is done. So now if I'm going to ask that, give me 20 program, and yeah, so it will start doing inferencing. And here, so my GPU consumption, you will be able to see in a real time. So you will be able to see that it's changing, right? It's changing. And yeah, so it is simply means that it is able to consume my GPU. Very simple. And it looks amazing, guys. It looks amazing. We are able to do a inferencing of 120 billion parameter model with H100 GPU. And I'm able to access it at a particular IP address. If you are going to attach maybe like a ngrok, so you will be able to see technically a URL redirecting. And inferencing looks cool to me. It is like giving me each and everything the way I was looking for. Yeah, the way I was looking for. So it looks cool. And it's a big model. So I can just like solve many problems with the help of this particular model, right? Maybe I can try to show you going forward that how you will be able to do a fine tuning on top of your own data in your own domain. Many things, things are technically possible. And yeah, so one of the possibility we are already looking at. So hope all of you have enjoyed this throughout session of configuration of this installation, and try this out, I would say, with a GPU. And if you are getting stuck somewhere, my documentation is already there. And even if you will get stuck after looking into a documentation, do let me know. I'm here for you, and I'll try to solve your problem with that. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Enjoy, use AI as much as you can for all your work, because AI is a new normal with that. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.